Okay, so you have a picture of yourself, you have a profile, and you have preferences. You are logged on and looking for a good date. But has your online dating experience been all you hoped it would be? If not, we have an expert here to help you steer clear of emotional minefields. Joining us now is psychotherapist Maude Purcell of the Life Solution Center of Darien. Thanks for being here.
A pleasure.
It seems to me the norm to go online and date like this on Match.com, eHarmony. There are so many sites now.
Absolutely. And every day, Gillian, I hear of new ones.
New websites, yes.
Absolutely.
Many of them are free now, so why not check it out? A friend of mine said he was on there literally, his friend said, oh, check this out. And before he knew it, he was going on a date with someone because he put his name up and his picture up and somebody touched base with him.
Absolutely. It happens too quickly sometimes.
Do you think that it matters what photo you use?
As long as it's representative of you, one of the biggest complaints I hear from people is that the photo they see online doesn't match with a real life person.
Ah, too good?
Yes, usually too good. Usually the photo is 20 pounds lighter.
20 years ago, 20 pounds less?
Exactly.
That's so funny. I imagine it's tempting because you want to put the best you out there to get the best dates.
Absolutely, but the problem is that the real you will come to the fore eventually. The more it matches the photo, the less disappointed the person is.
It's funny because I didn't get a chance to date online. Like I told you, I got married before it became really the norm. But I always thought, I think I would put a photo that was, I would be inclined to go with an everyday photo so that the person wasn't completely disappointed when I walked into the restaurant.
And that's so smart. That is the smartest thing to do.
And what about with the profile information? What should you reveal? How much is going too far?
Well, I think most people know what appropriate is. That's my feeling. The folks who come to see me have a sense of how much to reveal. What I find is that people are often too modest about themselves. It's hard to be a good describer of your own life and your own situation. So I think it's important that you have friends and family members review that profile.
Oh, that's such a good idea. And can you even quote, like a friend, I'm not really into talking about myself, but I asked a friend to describe me, quote. Can you go that route?
Oh yes, it's a wonderful idea because then you feel easier about it. It's not you saying it about yourself, it's someone else. And I think the reader actually looks at that and says, oh, this is real.
Now, these are the basics of online dating, and then it can get a little sketchy.
Right.
How do you know the other people on there aren't already in a relationship or even married?
It's not easy to rule those things out, those kinds of problems, and that's why there are at least 2 websites, and probably a lot more now, where each individual who puts a profile on the website has to go through a series of questions, a kind of a test that at least begin to rule out some potential problems with that individual's personality.
Do you think it matters if you go on a date with somebody online and you like them enough, maybe another date's in the cards, but you want to check out more, you want to go back to that website. But if you do, the person could see that you're on the website.
You're so right. It can look as though you're a little too eager, but then there's always Google.
Right.
You can check them out by Googling them or Binging them or whatever.
That's a good point. Should you automatically do your back?
I think so. I think due diligence is a good idea.
But don't reveal it or reveal it.
I
mean, you're on that first date and all of a sudden you know everything about their parents and this and that.
I think that might freak them out a little bit, as if you're a stalker. So
it might send them in the other direction.
You can do your research as long as you can keep your mouth closed about it.
And generally with dating, I think a lot of people, a red flag comes up about something, whether the person has a temper or you don't like the way they treated their mother when they were on the phone with them, or something is making you a little uneasy. How much should you listen to that?
You should listen to that a lot. Whenever I speak with someone who's in a relationship that's not working out, when I question them about it, they will tell me that in fact the very thing they're troubled about was evident, even if only in small ways, at the beginning of the relationship during the first or second or third date. They just didn't listen to their gut.
That is so interesting. Thank you so much, Maude Purcell of the Life Solution Center in Darien. In just a moment on 12 on Health, new information on dangerous hospital infections and what's being done to keep them from spreading from patient to patient.